When you're blue and kinda lonely too, you'll find a smile will go a long, long way. Though you're down, don't sit around and frown. A little smile will go a long, long way. Never grieve, just try to make believe the sky is blue, although you know it's gray. Don't you find it's just a waste of time? You'll find a smile will go a long, long way.
And welcome to another adventure. It's Ron and Jen's Great Escape. It's our effort, at least. Our mission statement is to try to turn the news frown upside down. It's becoming more and more of a struggle.
Or at least talk about it in a civil way.
Yes.
I mean, have some kind of conversation.
It's an open and frank exchange of
ideas. Yes.
In a very civil manner. We talked about our 10-star announcement.
Yes.
In our last podcast, and we will reinforce that now as our return to terrestrial radio, because we've been having so much fun and a little degree of success with the podcast, and we wanted to expand our horizons, all right, and get back on the radio together, which is fun. And we will be returning on February the 19th, so circle that. That's the first Saturday right after the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So I figured let everybody shake off their Super Bowl hangovers.
Sure.
And we will be on Saturdays from 1 until 3 p.m. on WADK, which is Newport's own, a local radio station. Mm-hmm. And you can listen to us online, too, which is fabulous. So wherever.
That's the best part.
It's WADK.com. So, you know, in the comfort of your home, wherever you are.
On your phone.
On your phone. Yeah, we'll have more details.
On your phone in your car.
Yep. We'll have more details coming up on that as we return.
You can call us.
Yeah, that's a great part, too. Looking forward to be able to start to talk with people again.
I can't wait.
You know, the way we have the podcast structured.
Someone better call.
Oh, they will.
You better call.
Yeah, they'll
I'll be
call.
waiting for you to
Who
call.
are you going to call?
You're going to call us.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is click Listen Live. It's super easy. You go to the website, Listen Live. Boom. When we tell you to call, you call.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. You
As
got
John,
something to say? That's it.
It's the great late John
Isn't
Madden
it great?
would
I'm
say.
so excited.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. So more on that coming up. But again,
circle
that and tell your friends. Let's share it because it's coming. It's hot. It's fresh. It's hotter than
the lid
of a
pot-belly stove.
And it's cool.
Indeed.
It's here and it's mellow.
It's mellow.
So more details on that coming up if we return Saturday, February the 19th. Mr. Excitement, Dan McKee, had his State of the State address. I guess it was like last week, depending on when this thing drops. But
I had a question about that. I'm glad you brought that up.
So I brought it up. So what's your question?
Well, I'm just saying. Now, I know that he said that his spending on the climate and the air quality, it's systemic and will give Rhode Islanders cleaner air and provide more jobs and all this. But I'm thinking to myself, when I heard this, honestly, my first thought was, sir, why are you focused on the environment in the middle of a pandemic? Aren't you interested to get people their businesses saved, salvaged, the communities going again, tests in the hands of everybody that wants them? I mean, I don't know. I just think that you're using this money this way. It's very confusing to me. I mean, there could be a million and gazillion other ways to spend this money instead of worrying about whether Rhode Islanders have clean air to breathe. Which is important. Believe me, I get it.
Yeah, but it's down on the list right now.
Yeah.
Depending on what people, in terms of what's top of mind with people. I'll tell you what's top of mind.
Inflation.
There you go.
Inflation.
That's top of mind. That's top of mind
The top
with
three
everybody.
things on my mind.
Yeah, that's top of mind across the fruited plain. It's top of mind everywhere, every state dealing with inflation. Secondly, is the pandemic. It continues. That's 1 and 2. And if you look at most polls now,
I'll give you a 3. You want a 3?
Sure.
Safety. How about making our communities feel safe again? I would like to meander into places that I used to go that I would not be caught in dead. No way.
Yeah.
After 6, my door is shut. I'm closing shop. See you till tomorrow.
Most recent polls show that inflation has replaced pandemic as the number one concern of people across the country. So deal with it, and that's if people are telling you that's what they're concerned about, then that's what you should address. But anyway, he's running. He doesn't want to offend anybody.
No, he wants the donors to donate.
There you go.
So he's got to say all the right things to those people.
Yep.
Not the constituency.
That's right. Rhode Island's unemployment rate fell to 4.8%. National unemployment rate is down to 2.9%. Very, very confusing numbers because it looks like things are getting better and all rosy. No.
No, it does that every month or every other month.
But you know what? This only measures people who are unemployed and still looking for work. You know how many people are out there unemployed? They haven't even pursued looking for any type of employment. So when you factor that in, the number is much higher than 4.8% because a lot of, not going to say most, but a lot of people are just flat out giving up.
Oh yeah, well, not even giving up. They know they don't have to work. They can get free money. Speaking of
not
which,
as aggressively as before, but they can still get free money.
Did you see? Okay, I'm just saying, if you're going to commit a crime, I mean, is this generation so idiotic, or people so out of their minds? They post this stuff on Instagram, Twitter, their Facebook page. You got these people that were stealing the pandemic money. You know how they gave out $1 gazillion for people and for personal equipment and this and that. You got people that got upwards $2-3 million. I was looking at pictures online last night. They're sitting on jets. They've got champagne flutes, and they've got these Gucci suits, and they're yeah. They got stacks of hundreds, and they're folding it over like a fan.
They call them fanning.
Yeah, they've got the one kid sitting on a kid. He's 18. Did this? He's sitting on a brick in the Bronx with money like that. My point is, thieves. I'm just saying. Here's a tip from your Aunt Tilly. If you're going to commit a crime, which I do not support, you might want to stay off social media.
Yeah, you just might.
Because they're using it as evidence now, which is so funny to me.
Brouillons.
Yes, whole lot of them.
People are freaking brouillons.
Yeah, some guy bought a Lamborghini, and he pulls up into his mother's house or something. The whole neighborhood, it's like Front Street in Woonsocket, and the guy pulls up in a Lamborghini. Well, where do you think he got that money?
That's like the scene in
just saying.
That's like the scene in Goodfellas when Jimmy tells everybody after the big job, when the Brinks job, don't spend the money. Just don't be obvious. Don't spend the money. And the guy comes to the Christmas party in a Cadillac, and his girlfriend's got the fur coat. Get rid of it. Get out of here. Then Jimmy takes care of all of them. They're all frozen.
Yeah, he does.
They're all frozen.
Yeah, Morris, is that his name? He keeps wanting his money. Where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money?
Oh, God, he was driving me crazy. They stick the pen.
That's terrible.
Are we still going to get the Danish?
Hey, speaking of which, I guess Joe Paolino doesn't watch the podcast because I'm still alive.
Stop it, will you?
I'm just saying.
I made reference in a couple of podcasts ago that I think that Joe Paolino would be a logical candidate to run for governor. Jen strongly opposed that theory.
I don't like that.
And she just, she doesn't.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Not a big fan. But anyway, we move on.
I don't want to have his goons sent after me.
He doesn't have goons. Anyway, we move on.
All
right. We move on to Jen's news.
Oh,
are you going to give us a serenade, or have you given up on the kazoo because of the directions on how to play it?
I've given up on the kazoo because it's just irritating to me now. I mean, I've been on the hunt for a xylophone.
You told me you got one.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I said I'm on the hunt for one.
I thought you said you ordered one on Amazon. You found one.
No, well, I said I found one.
What are you, Lionel Hampton?
Never said that I ordered it.
Oh, I see.
Funds are tight, pal. But I'm just saying that, in my futures, I'm going to do a Blanche from Greece, and I want to have the ding, 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 ding.
Right. The Lionel Hampton moment.
Yeah, so it's just Jen's news.
You never heard of any musician who played the xylophone other than Lionel Hampton? Is he the only guy who ever professionally played the xylophone?
No.
Are you sure?
Ricky Ricardo, didn't he play
No, he was the bongo drums.
Yeah, but didn't he play a whole bunch of things?
I don't think he played the xylophone.
I don't know.
Lucy, honey.
But yeah.
I'm home.
The Ricardos. Did you watch any of them?
Not yet. I got to figure out how to get my Wi-Fi extender put in so I can access Prime. My smart TV isn't that smart because the Wi-Fi doesn't permeate. The Wi-Fi doesn't permeate Chez St. Pierre aggressively enough for us to take advantage of Prime.
Yeah, it's where you live.
Yeah, so in other words, I'm paying for something that I shouldn't. I can't even access. Oh, yeah. I pay for a lot of stuff I can't access, which sucks.
Yeah.
I'm in a battle with Cox, by the way.
Why?
I said Cox.
You did.
Because
this is good Jen's news.
Listen to this. They raised our internet like $24 a month.
Yes.
Out of nowhere. And they just send you like this one sheet. It's just like, because the providers are charging more money, we're going to charge you more.
Everybody, yes.
I'm sick of this crap.
That's right.
I'm sick of it. I have like 300 channels that I pay for, the variety channel. I use like 2 of them, and it's like, but they don't let you hunt and peck. They don't let you, cherry pick.
That's why people have...
This sucks.
No, it doesn't. That's why I have Hulu. That's why I have Amazon Prime, but it actually comes free with my phone plan. That's why I also have You can do a la carte. You can do cable a la carte now.
Yeah, I'm drifting towards that.
You can. And but I'm just warning you. So here's what happens, though. You don't have that strong signal like you would. So you don't have a clear, beautiful, crisp picture all the time. Sometimes it fades in and out because.
Well, so do I. So that's fine.
There's so many users on it. The quality is not necessarily,
There's too many people in the rowboat.
Yeah, but it's a lot cheaper, and I have a gazillion things that I can watch, a wide variety. I pay less than $200,
listen to this.
and I'm not under contract to anybody. It's month by month. If you want to cancel, you go to elsewhere.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
good.
I go to watch the Bruins game last night, and it's not on. It's on ESPN Plus. Plus what? ESPN Plus means you got to pay even more.
Yeah, my mom has that.
What are you, nuts?
Yeah, she pays.
It's the Boston freaking Bruins. Enough.
Well, yeah, you know what they do though in
the
places like that. My mom has Cox too. I said Cox.
Yeah.
The thing is, my mom is confused now. I love her, and she's getting on in the years, and she gets her bills, and she doesn't know any better. She kind of does, but it went from $159 to $162. Okay, that's not too bad. Then $168 December. Now it's up to $175.
Oh, it's going to be over $200 before she knows it.
She calls me.
It's horrible.
So upset the other day. What should I do? Should I pay the bill? Should I go down? But I'm afraid of COVID. I don't know if they're even open. Can I go in? I
Here's
said,
what
Mom.
you do.
We're going together on Tuesday.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going next week, too.
We went yesterday.
I'm going next week, and I can tell you this, that in person, the squeaky wheel often does get a little bit of grease. Don't bother calling. Don't call.
Don't
they
outsource it.
First of all, you're not going to talk to anybody who you can understand.
Right.
All right?
Well, and then, a fact.
And then secondly and thirdly, and this happened to me, 3 separate calls, 3 different answers. I'm like, screw this. I'm going to go in person. The last time I went in person, I was a tad successful. So.
And he doesn't tolerate this stuff. One time, somebody called about something. I heard how he played this person.
Oh, yeah.
That time. I was like, all right.
It was ugly, but
that's good stuff.
It's ugly, and it's also fun.
Yeah, wow. I
guess I shouldn't have brought the individual's mother into the equation.
Probably not.
No, probably not. We move on.
Well, I have one more thing to say.
The themeless Jen's News.
Yes, no theme today. I don't have the energy for it. The Woo Sox. Did you guys hear this story?
Saw this coming.
We all did. The Woo Sox. I'm just going to give you the headline. The Woo Sox facing financial issues. Now lobbying for congressional financial relief. Did not need to be. Aw, you touched my hand. You never do that.
We did. I was aiming for something else. You didn't need to be Fellini to figure out the end of this film. Does that make sense to you? We said it from day one. This was the most expensive minor league facility ever built.
Yes.
Somebody's got to pay for it.
Yeah, it's $160 million cost of the park.
Minor league stadium.
Most expensive in the history of minor league stadiums.
Yeah.
And then now they're saying, well, COVID is bad for business. Well,
weren't they raving about how great the attendance was in their first season?
Just to let you guys know.
Now the Bills do.
And one last thing in Jen's News.
The Bills do.
Yeah, the bill is due. Yeah. And now all the millionaires are crying that they don't want to spend their own money. They want to spend our money. Or somebody else's money. Yeah, listen, Major League Baseball, another thing you guys may not have heard, they're going to start using robot umps for the 2022 AAA season.
AAA, not single A.
Well, they're going to see how it goes.
AAA?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the days of Angel Hernandez making you pull out your hair may soon be over.
That guy sucks. So you're telling me if the Woo Sox Stadium remains open, they're probably going to have robot umpires.
Yeah, because they want to have... a consistent automated strike zone.
But 2022.
But but here's the thing. This is the thing that bothers me about this. Part of the glory and craziness of the ball game is not, being able to go check, did the ball really hit the pole to the left or to the right, and whether an ump made the right call, or whether, I hate that they can review, and I hate that robots are coming.
You dislike.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I strongly dislike.
One of the greatest aspects of Major League Baseball, sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't, is human error.
Yeah.
And if you take that out of the equation, you're taking a hell of a lot out of baseball.
Yeah,
you're taking a lot
out of
baseball.
Out of the game. Yeah. I think that's really what it is. It's just the spirit. And then when you start doing stuff like this, what? What next? Then you're going to have, pitchers And refs are going to be, then you want to get rid of the pitchers. It just seems to me that robots doing this kind of thing has no place in our sport.
Wouldn't it be great, though, if the robots are programmed so they can throw managers out if they bitch and moan on a complaint?
I like that.
You're out of here. You're
be
out.
good.
Or throw Earl Weaver out with a robot.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, I will say, given the fact that the NFL refs have totally been so awful this season, I wouldn't be opposed to that in the Super Bowl.
Goodness, have they been terrible.
Who's the team for the Super Bowl?
Have they been
terrible? Do we know yet?
No, they're still playing. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, the team, the refs, the ref team.
Oh,
which crew is going to be
I
going?
don't know what crew. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I can tell you what crew it won't be. Like 3 of the crews that worked the wild card games, they were horrible.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Flags flying just bad. How about them Cowboys? Did they stink the joint out or what? Nothing's better than a Cowboys loss. That's great.
I don't disagree.
How about them Cowboys?
I was so excited that they lost. And, I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be horrible, but just, I don't like the team. There's one team you don't like. The way that they lost was so pathetic. It was just awful.
So, have they replaced...
But I'm not sad.
Have they replaced the Patriots as the most despised franchise? I don't think so.
Not
I think
yet.
they're still considered America's team, but... Man, I love to drop an ash can on the Cowboys. Dem Cowboys. All right,
That's it. That's all I got for you, pal.
My last thing I have for you before you talk a little fur friends.
It's already time
to
end the product?
It is. It is.
Time to go.
Can money buy happiness?
Yes, to some degree.
No, to every degree. Don't you love how? Don't you love? This is one of these great questions.
Degree.
This is one of these great questions.
I'd love to have a chef.
Like, oh, God, yes.
And a game room
I can tell
with
you.
lots of pinball machines.
You know what that would take? Money.
Yeah,
and that means money.
That's what I mean.
Money could buy you some happiness.
A little bit.
But that's one of those questions people take to the mall, man on the street. Well, oh, no, money can't buy happiness,
Well, you don't have it. That's what you say.
This is what buys happiness for me, blah, blah, blah. Bull. Those are the same people who say, what would you like to see more of on television? I'd like to see more like shows like Nova and a lot more educational opportunities for myself and for my children. And then they go home and they watch SmackDown and WWE.
Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Honey, go wash your hair.
Girls on trampolines.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember that aspect?
No. What is it? And they guys who drink beer. Wasn't that a show back in like 2000?
It was Jimmy Kimmel and Corona.
Yeah, something about guys who drink beer. They'd drink beer and they'd have girls on
the
trampolines.
Guy Show. It was
the
called
Guy
The Guy
Show.
Show.
Yeah.
And then it ended with girls on trampolines. All right? And then Jimmy Kimmel somehow escaped that and now is like a superstar, whereas Adam Carolla, is doing a serious radio show.
In a podcast. And he's angry.
And trying to put 2 nickels together.
He's mad.
Can money buy happiness? A new Lending Tree survey says, oh, damn straight it can. 88% of Americans admit that they have spent money on something to make them happier. Well, I think right now with everything that's going on, treat yourself, man.
How about food?
More to it.
I spend money on food, makes me happy.
My God. So here are the things.
Bras would make me happy.
Yeah. Alcohol and drugs, it says here, 20%. Oh.
Nothing like having a crisp new bra.
But you know what was number one?
It's true.
Number one was food.
Food?
Number one was food. So that's good.
I mean, I love to be able to eat, and I'm blessed that I don't have a lot of money, but I have enough money that I know what it's like to walk into a grocery store and I can have whatever I want.
Yeah, but still. I know.
What a blessing that is.
That is a blessing.
Really. So many people have $10 and they have to feed their family for a week.
I mean, year-to-date inflation, 8%. And it's only getting higher and higher and higher.
But I'm telling you, new bra is where it's at.
It's brutal. And my last story before we turn it over to you for Fur Friends. NBC is not sending Correspondence to the Olympics. They're going to send their technical teams to cover it, but all of the people who do the play-by-play and the analysis, they're going to be back here in the United States.
Would you want to go there?
I wouldn't want to be an athlete.
It's a hotbed of coronavirus. For some reason.
Not just that, but crimes against humanity.
Well, yeah, but that's not why they're not. Please, I mean, crimes against humanity. I mean, we'd like to think that were the case. No, it is if you've been following the news.
Oh, it's a petri dish.
They just a few weeks ago, they made 20 million people. I don't know how you do this. Stay in their houses to try to rid the community of coronavirus before the Olympics.
You don't know how they do that in China?
Well,
take a wild guess.
Yeah, but that's 20 million people.
We'll cut your hands off if you leave the house.
Wow, that is true. Okay, hey, so we've got missing cat found. After her owner hears her meow at the vet. A cat missing for 8 months is reunited with its owner after she recognized the cat's meow over the phone while talking to her veterinarian. Rachel Lawrence, down in the UK, was talking to her vet about her cat when she heard a familiar sound. It sounded just like Barnaby, who'd been missing for 8 months. The vet told Lawrence it was a stray, but after hanging up the phone, she couldn't get over how much it sounded like her missing cat. She called the vet back, asked if it was black with a white patch on the back of its feet. The vet said yes, and they were reunited, and it ends well.
What's the cat's name again?
Barnaby.
Barnaby. What's your cat's name?
Who?
Your cat.
Lila.
Lila.
She is no Lila.
I saw on the Drudge Report. I saw on the Drudge Report a woman holding a cat that weighed 28 pounds.
Dude, Ron, it was as big as you.
28
You're
pounds.
a little French man. This thing was as tall as Ron.
It was huge.
Ron's like
pounds.
5 foot tall. It's
and his
crazy.
stocking feet. And he had shoes on at the time when
That's
they measured
true.
it. All right, listen. Be nice to each other. And we'll see you very,
mention our
very
10-star
soon.
announcement,
10-star announcement once again. If you want to reach Jen, it's Jennifer. It's Jen Brien at rocketmail.com. Follow us on our weekly commentary, rinewstoday.com. Fresh commentary every Wednesday. And coming up, circle your calendar, February the 19th, we return to radio. We'll be on WADK on Saturdays between 1 and 3 p.m. More on that coming up next podcast. Be nice to each other.
You'll find a smile will go a long, long way.